What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, then welcome. Make sure y'all like and subscribe and hit the bell down below to know when I post a new video. So today I'm doing my first ever Q&A, y'all. I'm so excited. I went on Instagram and I asked you all to ask me questions for this Q&A. There are a lot, but I will get to them all, every single one. I'm gonna get right into it. So without further ado, let's get it, let's go. I'm not gonna be numbering these because I'm definitely gonna lose track, so I'm just gonna dive right into it. What's your biggest pet peeve? Oh my gosh, my biggest pet peeve for one is definitely if I'm in my room and you leave and don't close the door, it pisses me off. Oh my goodness, especially because at home I have a bunk bed and I'm in the top bunk at home, so I gotta get up out of my top bunk, climb down to close the door. Like what? Also, a pet peeve is I hate when people touch me without warning. Like, for example, if like you're talking to me and you like touch my arm like in a platonic way, it just pisses me off. Like, don't touch me. If you're like hugging me like as a greeting, okay, like I'll hug you, hello or goodbye or whatever. But aside from that, I'm not a touchy-feely person. Like, no. Favorite phone app? That's really hard. I have a lot of apps. I actually have far too many apps for my phone. My storage is literally full in iCloud. I have a lot of apps, but favorite app right now is probably TikTok, because I'm super active on TikTok. Follow me there, y'all. It's Kayla McLean X, same spelling as my channel name. So follow me there because I make some, I guess, funny content. So give me a follow. Do you like Starbucks? Yes, I love Starbucks. Oh my gosh, I love Starbucks. I love Dunkin' too, I love both. This isn't a question, but my top Starbucks drink, my favorite drink there is definitely probably the caramel ribbon crunch frap. It's so good, oh my goodness. Y'all need to try it. Spicy or not spicy, like in terms of food, I love spicy food. Like, I love spice. I'm Jamaican, so I love anything spicy. People consider something spicy like Americans that I don't think are spicy at all, because I just love spice. I love spice. Why did you start your own YouTube channel? I feel like I started this channel to express myself because when I was growing up, when I was a teenager, I say it like that was so long ago. I'm only 20, almost 21. But when I was a teenager, I felt like people told me I was funny. And I felt like I had a lot to share with the world that I wanted to just share, I guess, make people happy. If that makes sense. I just wanted to share my happiness, share that humor, I guess, share my personality to hopefully help somebody else feel happy. So that's why I started YouTube. A couple of y'all asked the same question, like pretty much who inspired me or who motivated me to start my YouTube channel. Honestly, oh my gosh. So when I was in high school, like one of my biggest YouTube inspirations is, at the time, not as much anymore, but Tila Dunn. I loved her in high school. Like, I was obsessed with her. She's kind of cringy now. I still follow her. Like, she's okay, but content-wise, we're not really that similar. I don't know. But Lilly Singh, oh my goodness, I still look up to her. She was one of the first female YouTubers that I ever watched and ever got really into. Like, I loved her content. I loved her content. I don't watch her videos as much anymore, but I still follow her. I still love her. I met her in 2015 with my sister. We went to her tour and it was such a good experience. She was so nice, y'all. She was the sweetest person ever. And she's just so genuine. She was definitely one of the most influential people on me, because I remember I would watch her and I'd be like, yo, like I want to do that. Like I want to do that one day. I want to have my own YouTube channel. So she was really one of the first people, probably even the first, to inspire me, as well as people like before her, like Makeup by Mandy, Mac Barbie. But the important thing is now that I'm seeing more Black YouTubers, people who look like me. So yeah, sorry, it's kind of long-winded, but y'all get the point. Yeah, so all those old YouTubers, those OGs, are inspiring to me because they, as a young girl watching them, I was just inspired to create my own content. So yeah. Ooh, this is a good question. Okay, what field do you want to be recognized as a singer, rapper, and dancer, or as an online influencer? The answer to that is both. For those of you who don't know, I do sing, I do rap, I do dance, I write as well, and I also do YouTube. But I want to encompass all of these as careers as I move forward, dance not so much because I'm not like an extremely good dancer in terms of like tricks and stuff, but I can dance. Like I'm a pretty good dancer. But I definitely want to be a musician and a YouTuber and a writer. I am drafting a book right now. I'm in the beginning stages of planning it and all that. So that's what I want to be known as. I want to be known as an influencer and an artist. If you look at my Instagram bio, my bio says artist and creator, so that's what I want to be known as. Favorite color. Favorite color is, in terms of like decorating and like aesthetics, I like the color blue. Like my bottle right here is blue. I just love blue. My laptop case is blue. My decorations for like my bed are blue. In terms of clothing, I love the color mustard yellow. Ironically, I'm wearing that color right now. This was not planned, y'all, I swear it wasn't planned. But I just love this color to wear. I feel like it brings out the good tones in my skin and stuff. So I just love this mustard yellow color for clothing. One food that you think you can eat for the rest of your life. This is hard. Okay, American food, probably sushi, because it's relatively healthy and I feel like there's so many variations of it that you just can't get bored. And as far as Jamaican food, dang, I would probably say jerk chicken, because jerk chicken is bomb. If y'all haven't tried it, you're missing out. Just try some jerk chicken, please, okay? Do you have an ex? Okay, so here's the thing. I've never formally been in a relationship, like boyfriend girlfriend type thing. I've talked to people, I guess you could call it an entanglement, so to speak. But I've never been in an actual relationship, like labeled relationship. I've had a situationship, if I know what that is, like a pseudo relationship where it's like will we, won't we kind of thing. So yeah, I don't have an actual ex, but I guess I have a ex, if that makes sense. If y'all want a story time on that, let me know, because that's a whole child. Okay, anyways,
child, anyway, so
top 5 recommended movies. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have like a running list of top movies that some of them stay at the top, like at the top. Number 1 is Tyler Perry's Madea Goes to Jail. This is one of the best movies ever. Oh my gosh, it's funny, it has romance, it has, you know, this deeper storyline, real good. Number 2, I love the film Real Steel. It's actually coming to Netflix in just a few days. I think it actually came yesterday. If it's not on there, it will be there soon. So it's a real good movie. It's like heartfelt, kind of action-y, I guess. Basically, it's about robots boxing in like the future, so real good. Another movie, gosh, suddenly I forget everything I've ever seen. I'm not sure if it's still on Netflix. It's called, what is it called again? Oh my gosh. I think it's called The Fundamentals of Happiness, I believe, with Paul Rudd and Selena Gomez. And I forget the actor's name who's the main character, like the kid, but it's a really good movie. It's kind of like dry humor, and I love that. It's not like laugh out loud humor, but it's like dry, like witty humor. So really good. Number 4 movie, off the top of my head, Avengers, Marvel, really good. And I guess number 5, Netflix, Nappily Ever After. I watched it recently and I loved it, so watch those. Where are you from? So I'm from Connecticut. Unfortunately, I hate it here. So I actually just moved yesterday. I lived in one town when I was 17. I moved to a neighboring town, like literally right on the border of that hometown. When I was 17, I moved out. So just yesterday, I moved back to my hometown. So yeah, Connecticut, it's really dry. Don't come here. My current favorite go-to song. Oh my gosh, this is a bop. This song is called Getty Woe by Maya B. She's like a pop kind of indie artist. I'm gonna just play a little bit right now because it's a bop. It's a bop. But yeah, that's a song. It's a bop. I actually saw her live when she opened for Mabel, another artist I love, but yeah, check it out. Next question, favorite weather of the year. Oh gosh, I just love summertime, or like rather that in between of summer and fall, kind of like now where it's like some days it's fall, some days it's summer. I also kind of hate it because it's like bipolar weather, but I like it because it's not too hot, not too cold. It's just like that perfect in-between weather. So I feel like now is my favorite time of the year, like season-wise. Will you consider YouTube as your full-time job in the future? Definitely. I plan to make YouTube one of my main streams of income. So in the future, as I kind of said before, YouTube and music and writing, I want those all to be my streams of income, basically. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? This question always like fucks me up because I'm like, gee, I don't know. But ideally in 5 years, I'll be successful on YouTube. I will have dropped at least 2 albums. Hopefully I've been on a small tour, if not had some, you know, live gigs, performances. I want to have published my book, possibly 2 books by then. I want to be getting ready to buy my mom a house. That's my goal. I want to buy my mom a house because she worked so hard for our family, and as well as my dad, they worked so hard for us. And so I just want to buy my parents a house. So that's where I see myself in 5 years. Coffee or tea? Coffee, always. Tea to me is nasty. I really only like iced tea, like Arizona's and like Pure Leaf and all that. But even then, they gotta be sweetened. Like Pure Leaf unsweetened is disgusting. Disgusting, trash. Favorite scent, oh my gosh. I love the smell of coffee. Like walking into a Starbucks or a Dunkin' is just like music to my, not to my ears, to my nostrils. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's just so satisfying to smell the scent of coffee. Favorite emoji, oh my gosh. I absolutely love like the pleading emoji. Like the one that's like, you know, like the puppy dog, like the watery eyes. He's like, you know, it's kind of like, please. And I also overuse, I love like the party emoji where he's like blowing the little party thing like with the hat. He's like, like, you don't know the emoji I'm talking about. I'll attach it if I can. What is a misconception that people have about you? I feel like people think that I'm not as smart as I am. Like, I don't know. I just feel like people take me for granted. They think I don't see stuff happening, but I do. Like, I'm very observant. I am so observant that like I pick up on a lot of stuff. I don't think people know that about me. So who's my inspiration? I kind of already touched on this, but I have a lot of inspirations like off the top of my head, like Becky G, Halsey, like Beyonce, Chloe and Halle. I have a lot of inspirations as far as music goes, and YouTube as well. Your ideal age to get married? I would say by 30. I know that not everybody has like, you know, marriage by a certain age, but ideally by 30. If not, I'm not gonna sweat it because there are a lot of people who like celebrities who are getting married for the first time in their 40s. So I'm not gonna stress it. Ideally 30, but it's not like a must. Cats or dogs? Honestly, like if I, like neither, if that makes sense. Like I'm not a huge fan of cats or dogs, but if I had to pick, I'll probably pick dogs. Because dogs are easier to read. Like cats are kind of just creepy. Like they'll just kind of lurk and watch you, and I'm like, Dogs, at least they'll attack you outright, but cats are sneaky. I don't like that. Not at all. Dream place / city you want to live? I want to ideally settle down in Atlanta because ATL is just like the black entertainment capital of the US in my opinion. I feel like Atlanta is the black version of LA, if that makes sense. It's like all the movies, music. A lot of my top rappers are out of Atlanta. A lot of my top dancers, singers, etc. are from Atlanta, so I want to be a product of ATL, like entertainment wise. Aside from Mulatto, who's your fave female rapper? Oh gosh, I have so many. Okay, so there's like Omeretta, Dreezy, Asian Doll or Asian Da Brat, whatever her name is now. I don't know. Detronada, of course, myself. You know, feel me? Light Skin Keisha. I'm definitely gonna forget somebody. I know, I see it already. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting my favorite. Megan Thee Stallion, Rapunzel, she's from the rap game if y'all don't know her. Of course, Nicki Minaj with the Queen and Blueprint. She's one of my favorite rappers ever, period. I definitely forgot some, but oh my gosh, Flo Milli. Oh my god, I love her. Flo Milli shit, yo, Flo Milli shit. But yeah, I definitely forgot some more, but those are the ones that I can think of right now. How are you and your family? We're good, yeah, we just moved, so We are adjusting to the new house. Me personally, I'm doing okay as well. What's your favorite place to shop at? Ooh, okay, so I used to love Forever 21. This dress is actually from there, but I feel like they fell off, like they don't hit the same. Right now, I'm loving Fashion Nova and Shein because they have a really cute clothes for people who are actually like my age. I feel like Forever 21 has been getting like more and more like teenager-ish, if that makes sense. I used to love H&M, not as much anymore. I haven't actually been shopping in person in a long time, so I mostly shop at online stores now. So yeah, Fashion Nova, Shein, H&M I guess is still a pretty good store. What food would you like to try that you haven't tried already? I don't know, to be honest. I'm a very picky eater, so I'm scared to try new foods. Oh, I would love to try fufu. It's a African, I believe it's specifically, I think it's a Nigerian cuisine that I would love to try, fufu. Favorite animal? I'm not a huge like animal person, but I guess I would pick a panda because they're cute and they're endangered, so please save them, y'all. Save the pandas, okay? What are my top 3 most wanted wishes, or the top 3 things I want to do in my life? So pretty much same thing as before, like music, YouTube, writing. I want to be successful in all 3 of those avenues of my creativity. Favorite country / city? I've been to a lot of, not a lot, like I've been to a few states. Favorite city that I've been to so far is probably Washington, D.C. I just love D.C. I love the ambiance. Oh, also Boston. I love Boston. I love Boston. I used to want to live there, but not anymore because there's a lot of racists up there and the whole atmosphere is probably not suited for me. But yeah, I love Boston and DC. When did you become a fan of Fifth Harmony, and when and why you stopped, if it's okay to ask? Oh my gosh, Fifth Harmony, if y'all don't know, I am a harmonizer, okay? I started watching them. I was a fan when they were on X Factor in 2012. So ever since then, I was obsessed with them. I still am to this day. I still follow them all in their solo careers, except for Camila, because she's Camila, I don't stan. But the other 4 I do stan. I love them. I'm still a fan to this day. I saw them in concert in 2017 for their 727 tour. I was 7th row and it was one of the best concerts of my life. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I love them. They just inspired me to kind of grow as a woman, I guess, to mature. Like I watched them when I was 13 and I was a fan until now. So watching them, they were kind of like a role model for me. Would you ditch your job once you become YouTube famous? That's actually my plan. Like right now I'm getting a degree to teach just to pay the bills, you know, but if YouTube takes off, bye-bye teaching. Or not if, when YouTube takes off, teaching is deaded, bye, canceled. So that's my plan. Likes and dislikes of the college experience. This question could be a whole video, but basically, I like having my own space, my own room, which I don't have at home. I like seeing my friends. I like meeting new people. Dislikes, not so much now, but freshman year, dislikes the food, fake people, being broke, which don't apply now because I'm financially stable, I have real friends, and I make my own food. So luckily, those dislikes are no longer applied to me. Have you ever experienced racism firsthand? It's kind of a hard question. I have experienced, like, I don't know how to say, maybe like subtle racism, not so much like, okay, like you're an N-word, but you know, somebody who is kind of opposed to you or kind of gives you kind of side eye, or because how I look. Yeah, I've never had like a explosive like racism encounter. Luckily, I'm very fortunate because I know a lot of y'all have, a lot of people of color have had those experiences. Favorite patois phrase? That's my best friend asking this question. For those of y'all who don't know, patois is a Jamaican dialect. So my favorite patois phrase is definitely, I'm always saying, me can't bother. Me can't bother with something there, me just can't bother. Too much. So yeah, so can't bother is my favorite patois phrase, which translates to me can't bother is like I cannot bother. So like saying me can't bother with something there, it's like I can't bother with this thing here. Where have you traveled to? Oh my gosh, I've done a lot of traveling. I have traveled to different states. Oh my gosh, so I actually have an old note of places I've been to, like whether it's countries or states. So states I've been to. I've been to Rhode Island, Florida, Maryland, Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey, Maine, Virginia, Pennsylvania, and New Hampshire. And other countries I've been to Jamaica, Mexico, the Bahamas, and I went to the UK. I went to London last year. So that is everywhere I've been to, whether it's in US or outside the US. So that concludes this Q&A. I hope y'all enjoyed getting to know me. I hope you all have a better sense of who I am as a person. That is all for this video, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye.